Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming, and this is another Snap Judgment review, and probably going to be the most weird review I have done of all time. But before I get into it, a few disclaimers. I think most gaming reviewers spend too much time on the game nowadays, focusing on that 100% or that near completion. They forget what it's like to just play the game right in the beginning, so I get about 5 to 10 hours with a game. I'm just trying to give you an idea whether you're going to enjoy it right away or not. That coupled with the fact that I think games are one of the most subjective forms of art. I do not give scored reviews. I will give an overview. I will attempt on this one to give pros and cons, in my opinion, as all reviews are. And then I'll tell you whether I will be sticking with this game outside the purposes of this content. So, a lot of that is going to get thrown out the window right away because I am reviewing TCG Card Shop Simulator. That's right. I did it. I got a simulator game. This sucker's in early access. It's only $13. I got it for a birthday present for myself. And I'm not gonna lie. Well, we'll get into it because I don't think I'm gonna be able to straight-faced give you a list of pros and cons for this one because of how my weird experience with this game. So I'm gonna tell you what the overview is. The overview is you run a trading card game shop. All right, on the very initial area. The trading card game is this fake Pokemon called Tetramon. You buy packs, you sell the packs. Your store starts very small, and then you can expand it. You can add furniture, you can add game tables so people can come in and play the card games against each other, and other different items. You can also, and here's where things get really interesting, you can choose whether to sell the cards or open the cards yourself. And opening the cards yourself gives you a card value on all the cards that you shuffle through. And if you get a whale, you can then sell the whale for specific money with single card kind of display cases that people will come in and buy. From there, you can actually also purchase like licenses to sell tabletop games, dice, card sleeves, toys, just kind of make your own nerd shop, basically. And that's it. I'm going to say a couple other things about this. It is pretty impossible to lose at this game. This is kind of like this is like the American dream ramped up to like 13, because people shop here like everyone in the city plays the trading card game that you're selling, and you are the only trading card game shop in town. Like, that's it. There is just constantly people coming in, and as your store gets bigger, it's almost like the amount of customers kind of like swell to meet it. But you'll also pay bills, you'll restock your shelves, you'll organize everything, you'll make it look how it looks, and you can see all of this in the B-roll footage that I have below. Now, that's the game, man. It's first person only, and that's the game. That's the game. Stock the shelves, ring out the people, be done. There is very little nuance to this game. There's no, like, running out of the wrong kind of change. If you hit the 5, there's always 5s in the checkout counter to make whatever. There's always whatevers. Like, there's no, like, fights that suddenly erupt. There's nobody steals from you. Like, nothing like that. So, this is also super early access. They have a very large roadmap. A couple of things they've already marked off. I think they just added, which you won't see in the B-roll footage because it was recorded before I played with it today. They just added a customer review app so you can actually see what people are saying about you online. And then you get to raise and lower your prices. Look, let's get into this, because there are hundreds of these games, and they are huge right now for Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, everything. I have played a couple in the past. I played Power Wash Simulator. I didn't do a review of it, but I played it. I did a review of Lawnmower Simulator. You can find it in our Horrible Game Reviews playlist. It wasn't horrible. That's just what we used to call our reviews. So I've seen them before. This whole simulator craze started with Farming Simulator, like, I want to say 5-10 years ago, and has just snowballed from there until everything is simulated. The most recent big hit was the Supermarket Simulator. You can actually see it played on Game Grumps, and I have watched people play this, and I don't understand the appeal at all whatsoever. That being said, I have not been able to stop playing this game at all. So I'm not going to do a pros or cons section here because the pros and the cons section would be hard for me. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why I like this game. I don't understand what the appeal is for me at this particular juncture. I mean, I'm literally doing a job. I literally get off a job to do a job for fun. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I don't know if there's something bred into me, that piece of the American dream, and this game scratches that itch that no actual American will ever get to scratch, of opening their own business and it being prosperous immediately. Maybe that's it. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that I am a trading card game guy in real life, or was in my youth, so maybe I just love the idea of opening cards. Maybe I love the idea of finding that whale and selling that whale, but I cannot tell you the feeling of accomplishment you get when you save up to purchase another expansion, or when you get the store organized exactly the way you want it. And I do. I have a corner for tabletop games with the dice next to it. Then over here, I have a corner where I have the boxes of the booster packs next to the gaming sleeves, next to pre-made decks. Then I have a whole shelf of the boost. You see what I'm saying here? There is something about this game that just turns me. I don't know what it is. There are plenty of cons, okay? Plenty of cons. There is, like I said, no discernible way to lose. You will always make enough money to stay alive. I even tried to flub up sometimes, and you really basically just have to not ring anybody up ever to fail at this game. They'll even just sit there and wait for you to stock shelves. So I never even felt like I needed to hire somebody, which you can. You can hire people to work for you. There is smelly people that come in that you have to spray or get like a spraying machine. There's no reason to do this because they will just go out and you will still have people the next day. I have had plenty of dissatisfied customers and my business hasn't gone down. Even now with the reviews app, I still have a 4.43 stars on the review app, and even when people say they're smelly, it doesn't really matter. But I want to spray them off because I don't want a smelly shop. And that's crazy, people. It's absolutely insane. That's what this game does to you. That's what all of these do to you. I don't know what it is. I think maybe part of it is we live in a crazy world with a lot of inconsistencies, no matter what side of what fence you're on. And I think this just takes you back to a level of normalcy, or presumed normalcy, that makes you feel good. But man, I tell you what, I have already put too many hours into this game. This game's great. There's nothing like getting a whale and then selling that whale and then using that money to buy a storeroom. Like, I don't know. And I will say, a definite pro, a 100% pro, the fact that these developers have a clear roadmap that has like 10 or 11 really cool things on it, including actually making the trading card game playable. I'll say this, it's probably the biggest con of the game, is when you're collecting the cards, there's no reason to keep them. Like, there's no reason to keep them, just sell them for money, because you can make so much more money on them selling them. Whereas there would be a reason to keep them if you actually could make a deck and play against your customers. That would be cool. So yeah, like I'm very much looking forward to what they've added. Everything they have added has been cool. I'm kind of excited about this. I will probably be playing this for a while, whether I want to or not, but it is in me and I can't get it out. So as far as whether or not I'm going to stick with it, yeah, I'm going to stick with it. There is nothing like ordering the stock before I open at 8 a.m., putting a box down on the counter, open up the cards, setting up what cards on the display shelf, and then running a nice clean day. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. So, maybe I'm crazy, guys. Maybe I got it completely wrong. But again, if you're somebody looking at this, going, what do these people see in this? Don't try it. Because if you do, if you find the one that you try and it gets you, you're in. You're hooked. So did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? You guys let me know in the comments below. You can also contact me on Facebook at OmegaMDH. On X at OmegaMe9, you can join our Discord. Link is in the description below. Influence us on all of our shows from there. As long as you guys keep watching and listening, keep making it. This is probably going to be the last Snap Judgment review for a little while, just because this is the last new game I have. I don't see anything on the horizon, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. I know this one went a little short. I don't know what else to say about this. It's very kind of right there in front of you. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy.